right. What's up, Wonderful way to start getting back into this, I know. What's up, everybody? My name is not Melieko anymore. My name is OhKayGo. Brand change. The last time you saw me was the update, but I've been on TikTok doing other random stupid stuff involving music and my dumb roller skating, which is a lot of fun. I'm getting a little better at it, but it's still terrifying to turn around. Anyway, I'd like to get this video started with something extremely important on a serious note involving real-world issues that are going on. And that would be the war between Russia and the Ukraine. More like Russia being bullying, not necessarily just Russia, but Putin being a bullying dumbass to the Ukraine. Now, if you guys want to help in any way possible, I know that other influencers and everybody else has talked about this, what you can do to help, how serious this is, and how the rest of the world is like, what? Yeah, no, everyone's opposed to this. No one is for this war. But if you want to help and you don't know how to help, I've put some links in the description down below where you can donate, you can send aid, you can send food, whatever you want to do. These institutions will help you help Ukraine. And the Ukraine is actually incredibly important right now because it stands between two nuclear superpowers. It would be Russia and the US getting involved. And we don't want that to happen. Two nuclear powers, major nuclear powers, are not allowed to fight each other. So all the love, respect, everything in the Ukraine, and to the Russian people who have been risking their lives and imprisonment protesting this war. So all the love and respect goes out to those guys. We hope everything is resolved quickly and with less, at least not, it's just awful. It's just awful, guys. It's really awful. If you want to help, go down to the links below. So I'll try to transition into this video. All right, here we go. All right, friends, this is a game called The Test. And now I know you've seen other people play this game before, which is fine, as did I. I watched one person play this, but I only got through the first couple of, like the first couple, 1, 2, 3 questions before I realized this was something I wanted to do. So I closed out the video, didn't watch anything else. I wanted all of my questions to be completely organic and absolutely not influenced by anyone. So this is just going to be all me, 100% true. New game. Hello. Now, in order to begin, this is the most important part of this entire experience. All right? You will be asked a series of questions and you must answer them honestly. Now, when I say answer them honestly, I don't mean answer them how you'd like to answer them. Answer them with truth, even if that's hard to face. We all want to be good people. We rarely want to admit our faults, grievances, or mistakes. But you must decide what you truly want. Do you want this to work properly? Do you want the truth about yourself, your destiny in this world? Or would you rather live a lie just to hide from yourself? Oh, that's not the tea. The process is very simple in theory. Just answer a long series of questions. What's difficult is self-analyzing your own psyche to evaluate the truths in your own mind and life so that you can predict your future. All right, cool. You see, as long as you're honest with these questions and answers, you'll be able to see your own future here. This will tell you things you already know, but don't necessarily know that you know. Okay. As long as the answers you provide to the questions asked are 100% honest and true, this process will simply unlock a part of your mind that you do not have natural access to. Interesting. This isn't psychic. This isn't a personality test. This is simply nature. This is you. This is your own mind. This is simply nature taking its course. This is the human brain at work, unlocking hidden truths within itself. Okay. While attempting to answer many of these questions, you'll often wonder things like, well, this answer depends on the circumstances. Create your own circumstances in your mind and answer the questions with a simple yes or no as you see fit. You may not understand nor realize it, but your mind will develop the situation required to answer your question the way it needs to be answered. That's interesting, okay. I invite you to grab a drink of water, sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience. We are about to begin with a series of questions, and provided that you are a willing participant, we will be unlocking some substantial information today. Here we go. Information that should be classified and not kept online, or information that is fine to keep online. Anyway, well, if it is classified and if it is sensitive information, it won't be included in here, so don't worry about that. Would you be all right with living alone forever? This one I did see. This one I answered along with. And this one, yeah, I said yeah. I'd be fine living alone forever. That doesn't mean, being happy. But I would be all right with it. I kind of do that as it is. I just have a roommate, so I guess it's not alone. But yeah, I guess I would be. I would be okay with it. I'd be able to leave and go see family members and everything like that, but as far as coming home, it's fine because there are certain things that you can do living alone that you can't living with other people, like, fart with abandon, and the only thing or person that's going to care is your pet. In my case, the cat. So yes. In that case, yes, I would be all right with living alone. Not in isolation, but living alone. So, yes. Do you like the color blue more than the color black? I wear a lot of black because I work in a restaurant and it's required to wear black. So I have a lot of black clothes, but I actually do prefer blue over black. Honestly do. So, yes. Here's where it gets new. If you found money on the street and knew who it belonged to, would you give it back to them? Yes. Yes, I would. If I found money on the street and I knew who it belonged to, I would give it back to them. Say if I saw someone drop it and they're walking away, I would pick it up and I would run over to them and be like, yo, hey, you dropped this. This is yours. So yes, if I knew who it belonged to, I would give it back to them. Yes. Are you sure you want the answers you seek? I'm playing this, aren't I? I'm gonna call that a yes. Are you afraid of spiders? Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Ugh. Ugh. If you knew you would emerge unscathed, would you jump into molten lava? My knee-jerk reaction is yes. Honestly, I want to know the viscosity of it. Just looking at it, it just looks very gooey. Like, I want to know what that feels like. Now, if I, get hurt and if it's exceedingly painful while I'm in the lava and I'm told that beforehand, I might not do it because I'm not a big fan of pain. But if I could emerge unscathed and just go through the trauma of that pain, kind of like going to the dentist, would I jump into the molten lava? My answer to that is, for the experience, knowing I'd be alive at the end of it, yeah, I would. I would jump into molten lava. Yes. Yes. Would you consider yourself to be fat? Yes, actually, but there's a huge psychological story behind that, and we won't get into, but yes, I do consider myself to be fat. Would you say that you have lots of charisma? No, I think I'm kind of a likable person. There's not a lot of people that hate me. I have people that don't like me, but as far as I know, nobody truly 100% wants to all out send an assassin after me. But would I say I have lots of charisma? No, I wouldn't. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit, but not lots of charisma. No, I'm not the kind of person that people follow. I'm the kind of person that people look at and go, oh, look at that's cute. That's kind of it. So no, I don't think I have lots of charisma. No. Have you ever wished you could be temporarily frozen? Like in an iceberg or cryogenically frozen? Because these are very different answers. So, okay, so this is going to be the circumstance I create in my mind. Say, it's going to be, we all saw that episode of Futurama, right, where Fry was frozen for, 1,000 years? I think it was, because he was delivering a pizza and he tripped over, himself, or what, I can't remember what the whole paradox that created it. But he was basically cryogenically frozen and then woke up. For that, the circumstances of being cryogenically frozen, I mean, if there's nothing medically wrong with you and you did it, then, you know, I might not go for it. But if I had some kind of terminal disease, something that couldn't be cured now but could be cured later on down the line, like that episode of Star Trek in The Next Generation, then probably. And even then, that has issues attached to it, because when you finally wake up, when they have a cure, if you're woken up, then everyone you know and love is dead. Everything that you knew about the world is gone. So there's that little caveat to it. I would probably say, to being cryogenically frozen, yes, I would be cryogenically frozen. Now, as to being like an Iceman in an iceberg somewhere, no. No, because you would likely die. So no, I do not want to be frozen in an ice cube. I would be frozen in a pod. Not sure if that's better or worse. Maybe I'd have to go with yes. This is all very interesting. It is indeed. Did you realize that the last letter of the previous 5 questions, when put together, spell the name Satan? No, but I'm thinking about it now. Alright, I mean, cool, I guess? Interesting? Huh. Oh, no. No, I did not know that. I wasn't looking for that. I realize it. No. Does that make you uncomfortable? No, I actually think it's kind of neat. Anagrams like that are pretty cool. No, it does not make me uncomfortable. Are you good at finding hidden puzzles or clues? Considering I have never once finished the game Myst. And I suck at Portal. Yeah, no. Are you good at finding hidden puzzles or clues? No. To the general of it, no. Sometimes I can pick out something, but it's rare. I want to go with no. Alright. Are you now wondering what other hidden messages are placed within these questions? Well, I am now! Have you been entirely honest with your answers thus far? Yes. I have been 100% honest with my answers thus far. Reaching with justifications, but honest. Are you afraid of the consequences for answering questions dishonestly? There are consequences? I wasn't afraid of consequences before because I didn't know there were consequences for answering dishonestly in a game, but I guess now that there are consequences involved to answering dishonestly, I am kind of concerned about answering questions dishonestly. Yeah, now I am. Now I'm a little concerned. I'm a little concerned, yeah. Were you aware that there could be potential consequences for answering dishonestly? Goes back to the last question. No. Are you wondering how these questions began to take a strange turn? Once more, I am now. I should just, like, write that down somewhere and just say, like, I am now when I wasn't before. Yes. Would you consider yourself captivated? Actually, yes. Yeah, I want to know where this is going to go. Very interesting. Well, thank you, Miss Witchy Nose, or Plague Doctor Masked Person. Would you consider yourself to be brave? Oh, no. Oh, no. No, I would not consider myself to be brave. Absolutely not. I am very cautious. Like, if I were brave, I would be a lot further along in my roller skating journey than I am now. And when it comes to touching bugs, no. Spiders, no. Trypophobia, no. No. I am not brave. Like, survivor, I guess, because I'm still alive and able to support myself, I guess, but not brave. No, I'm not brave. If I'm in a situation where I think I'm going to be hurt in any way, I run. I take off. No. Do you view yourself as someone with above average intelligence? Wow, calling me out. No. No. I think I am an individual with average intelligence. It is very easy for me to miss stuff that's right in front of my face. Completely in front of my face. I think I have average intelligence, but I think I'm like maybe slightly above it in some cases, but like in a lot of cases, I'm a complete dumbass. I'll go with yes, but the majority of the time no. But I'll go with yes. Have you been looking for hidden messages in these questions? I forgot about the hidden messages. Oh, thank you for reminding me. I will try to remember them, but probably won't. No. Are you wondering which hidden messages you may have missed? Yes, actually. What did I miss? I have the biggest ADHD. What did I miss? Have you begun to wonder how long this test will take or how many questions exist in this session? I'm wondering now. I wasn't before, but I'm wondering now. So, have I begun to wonder? So that would be as of this moment in time, yes. Would you consider yourself to be a patient person? Oh, God, no. Oh, hell no. Oh, definitely no. Patience is my worst virtue. Absolute worst virtue. I've been working on it my entire life, but I am a third child. I am a very impatient person. I am so for the instant gratification that just pings the lizard brain into activation. No, I am not a patient person whatsoever. So, no. Do most humans annoy you? I work in the restaurant industry. Mostly it's just Uber drivers, delivery drivers that really, really annoy me, that have really begun to annoy me since the pandemic started. I mean, they were bad before, but they just got worse when the pandemic began. But do most humans annoy me? Most. I mean, I have people that annoy me, of course, we all do. But most people? No. No, most humans do not annoy me. No. Do you prefer animals to people? I like my cat, but I'm a social creature. I might be more of an introvert than anything, but you know, we're humans. We're social animals by nature. We are animals and people are animals, so I'd say people. Weird question. I'd have to go with, do I prefer animals to people personally? No. Do you believe in magic? Do you believe in... Kind of. You know, there are some things that have been proven to be a little bit odd. Maybe I just don't understand the science behind it, because magic was, you know, science was originally called magic before we figured a bunch of stuff out. Or, you know, alchemy, chemistry. But there's some stuff that's just, yeah. I do believe in some magic, yeah. Like, David Copperfield freaked me the heck out when I was a kid and I saw him fly. I couldn't figure that out. It's still really cool. Do you believe in God or the existence of some form of higher power? And this leads me to believe that there's something out there involved in destiny, in saying that the higher power has a control over the path of your life, when I don't believe that at all. I think you have control over the path of your life to a degree. Now, you might be stuck in a situation where you don't have control at the moment, but that's not going to last forever. It's all of the decisions that you make in your life. Those put you on the path that you're on. And they're small decisions, like, is this coffee or is this tea? Right now, this is coffee, and I'm probably going to regret it later when I have the boops. But that's in the form of making you, or, you know, predetermining your destiny. If a higher existence did that. But if there is a higher power or God, I think, you know, we can't be the highest. That's what I'm going to tell you. As humans, we are way too flawed to be the highest, especially in the galaxy with how big it is, in the universe with how massive it is. So I'd say in the form of some ethereal higher power, do I believe in it? Do I believe it could exist? So, yeah. Do you fear death? Yeah. Yeah, I do. I actually do fear death. I fear more the stopping. I feel more ending. I fear just closing my eyes and having it just end. Just there be nothing. Nothing left of the essence behind my eyes. It's looking out at the world. It's looking at you at the camera right now. I fear that, me, the consciousness inside, coming to an end. When nobody really knows what happens when your body dies, what happens to you, if that's part of it, or if you just stop completely. And ironically enough, this has been an existential crisis I've been battling for the past year. And I don't know if that's just related to age or just the fact that I'm thinking too deeply into something. But I'm basically that hamster meme where the other two are going at the carrots like there's no tomorrow, and that other hamster is staring blankly into the screen. Yeah. As far as death goes, I'm afraid of not necessarily body death, but consciousness death, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't want to die. I don't want to end. This body can go fuck itself for all I care. It's not the best. But me, I don't want to end. I don't want the experiences I've had. I don't want the traumas I've gone through, the struggles, the pain. I don't want the victories, the happiness, the love, everything that I've experienced to be for nothing if death of the body means death of yourself. So no. Do I fear death? In that way, yes. Yeah, I do. I fear death. Are you attracted to someone whom you're not currently in a relationship with? Well, I'm not currently in a relationship with anybody, and I'm not attracted to someone whom I'm not currently in a relationship with. I'm not attracted to anyone at all, actually, which is kind of sad. You know, being demi-heteroromantic, usually mostly on the ace side of it, really sucks that way. No. Did you answer that last question with 100% honesty? Yes. Are you alone? Well, why would you? I have a cat. Hang on. Why the piano hit? I have a cat. I have a cat. So, you know, I'm not alone. I have a Poco, and she wants to go back to bed because I woke her up. All right, go on to bed. My bed is right there, so it's just tossed her onto the padding. She's fine. Yeah? Are you sure? Stop it! That's enough out of you. I've had just about enough of that out of you. My paranoia level went up a little bit more. Poco's right there. She moved. Am I sure I'm alone? Yes, I'm alone. I'm looking at the camera right here. I'm looking at the camera. There's no one behind me except the Millennium Falcon on that side. Am I sure? Yes, I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure. If I told you with utmost certainty that there's something watching you, would you believe me? Well, you're watching me. I hope you are. I have like maybe 2 of you that are watching me. But as like in real time right now when I'm recording, that there's someone watching me, would I believe it? No, unless the creeper who goes and stands outside on the 3rd floor balcony over there is looking through my window again, which is why I keep my blinds set at a certain angle so he can't see me, then no. Okay, yeah, no, he's not there. No. Have you wondered who I am? Yes, I have, Plague Doctor Witch Person. Who are you? Have you had shivers at any point during this session? 1, actually. I did. I had like little shivers up my spine. At one point when you said, "Are you alone?" I guess it's just like the paranoia amping up. But yeah, I did. Do you feel like you're being watched? Why do you keep going back to this? What is your damage? Poco's not even looking at me. Her butt is facing me. That doesn't count. All right, so do you feel like you're being watched? No. There's also no one behind me. You can see it. Have you considered quitting this session early? No, I am in this for the long haul. If there's anything about my last name, it's that we don't quit. No, I have not considered quitting this session early. I actually have not. Did not cross my mind. No. Do you drink water every day? I actually do drink water every day. This is coffee right now, but I go to work and I have this, some ice left in it. I've got a water bottle here, covered in Star Wars stickers, of course. But I take this to work, or I'll take this with me roller skating, because if you don't drink water when you're roller skating, you're bound for some pretty hard and rough times. So yes, I do drink water every day. Not as much as I should, but I do. Do you eat at least once per day, every day? Yes, I do. I know the antidepressants I take are also an appetite suppressant, but I do eat at least once every day. I have to force myself to eat twice, actually. Do you realize that you've missed several hidden messages this far? Why won't you point these out to me? Yes, no, I didn't realize I'd missed them. No. What were they? Are you going to tell me what they were, or am I just going to be left in the limbo of wondering for 5,000 years? 7, not several. 7. Do you realize that you just missed another one? Did it have something to do with the number 7? No. No, I did not. Are you wondering what they were? Yes, as stated previously, I'm wondering what they were. Would it bother you to never know without finding them yourself? No. Actually, no. In this case, no, it wouldn't bother me. Sometimes it would, but in this case, no. No, it would not bother me to never know without finding them myself. Is your favorite number 7? No, my favorite number's not 7. I know 7's a lucky number, but it's not my favorite number 7. I associate the number 7 with the color blue, though, which is kind of interesting. So, no, it's not my favorite number. Life is short, but it's the longest thing we'll ever do. Do you agree? Kind of, I guess. I mean, it's as long as you're here, like from birth to death, basically you're just doing life. So yeah, I'll agree to that. Oranges cannot be compared to apples. Do you agree? No. I do not agree. Like if you're taking flavor-wise, then, you know, they're going to be different, but they're both fruit. You know, they both come off of a tree. You can compare them like that. And an apple and an onion, they're kind of the same, but that's apples and onions. But oranges and apples, you can compare oranges and apples. Yeah, you can, as far as that goes. I want to say yes, you can. Venus is sometimes referred to as the morning star. Did you know that? Yes, I did, because I'm a nerd. No, I love space. I've always loved space since I was a little kid. Obviously a Star Wars fan since I was likely someone else. But I did actually know that Venus is referred to as the morning star. Everyone deserves a second chance. Do you agree? Yeah. I think everyone deserves a second chance. I know some people have done some really, really horrible things, but if they get that second chance and they put the honest effort into changing who they are and what they've done, then I think they deserve it. But if they take that second chance and they throw it away, that was their second chance. It might not even be the same chance at something. But yeah, I would agree that everyone deserves a second chance. You can make things right if you have a second chance, if you realize what you've done wrong and you honestly want to change it. You should have a second chance. Yes. You can do anything you put your mind to. Do you agree? Yes, I have been roller skating now for like 5 months. 3, and then I had a foot injury for like 5 months, and I got back into it at the start of November. But basically from November, December, January, February, so actually I'm almost into month 5, really. So maybe like 4 months. And I'm still at it, and I'm still doing it. And it hurts. I've fallen a lot. I have bruised. I don't know if you can see this one, if it's not yellow anymore, but it still kind of hurts. This was bad. I hit my elbow. I've got like a giant bruise on my knee. I can still feel this. Hang on. Wait a second. Hang on. It's not going to be any foot action here. Don't worry about it. But maybe you can see the knee. Yeah, you see this? This looks like it's all red right here. It's not. It's actually a black and blue color. That's just the lighting. It's all around, like right here. I've taken headers on roller skates. I've gone forward and rolled, and yeah, not good times. I've fallen more times than I care to admit, and I will keep falling on roller skates while I learn how to do things correctly. It's, we fall, we learn to take it, we learn to get back up. It kind of works for building resiliency in your own life. And if you keep doing it, then you'll actually eventually do it. It's frustrating as hell, and you want to quit a lot, but no, if you just keep your mind at it, you can do it. You can do anything you put your mind to. Do you agree? Yes, wholeheartedly agree. Obedience is more important than freedom. Hell no, I value my freedom a lot more than I value obedience. So obedience is more important than freedom. No. Underwater adventures sound like a fun time. No. My first nightmare in life was being eaten by a shark. I was like 3 years old, and I clearly remember being eaten alive by a great white shark. I don't know why. That nightmare just stuck to me. I am okay getting in water. I can go to the ocean, I can be in the surf and everything, but as for like going underwater, like I've gone snorkeling and it gave me anxiety. No. My biggest fear of death is by drowning. Very honest with you. Gonna be very honest with you right there. My biggest fear of dying is through drowning. So even anything underwater does not sound like a fun time to me if I have the risk of drowning. I can't even watch Let's Plays of Subnautica. I'm not even gonna play Subnautica because of that anxiety. So no, do you agree? No, I do not agree. Madam Witch Nose. Did you realize that the first letters of the previous 8 questions spell the phrase, I love you? Aw. No, I didn't, but that's really sweet. Aw. No, I did not. I forgot, what's more, I forgot to look for these secrets. That's great. That's how good I am at looking for clues and puzzles, guys. The ADHD is strong with this one. Do you wish to be loved? I mean, yeah, everybody wishes to be loved. Who wouldn't wish to be loved? That's it's a human necessity. If you have family love or friendship love or romantic love, everybody wants some kind of love. You might not want the romantic love, but you definitely want people in your life who are going to look at you and they're going to smile, and you're going to look at them and you're going to know, like, this person thinks that I'm worth something to them. And that's very, very important. Do you wish to be loved? Yes. Yes, I do. Also, sometimes it is really nice to just be hugged, too. There is something about a hug that's awesome because it puts one person right next to another person's prime real estate, and that's their heart. So it's a very trusting thing, actually. When you hug someone, it is a very vulnerable and very trusting thing. But when someone does that and they love you and you can feel it and you're comfortable and you're happy, that's amazing. Also, it's proven that the longer someone you love hugs you, the more it releases like dopamine, I think it is. And it kind of relaxes you a little more too. Do you wish to be loved? Yes. And I'm a hugger in real life. I'll admit it. I'm a hugger. Do you have any addictions? No, I don't have any addictions. What makes you say that? I am most certainly 100% addicted to caffeine. As for anything else, no, I don't think I have any other addictions. I have a lot of collections of things, but I'll say yeah. Do you dislike the color pink? No. Actually, no, I don't dislike the color pink. I like pink. It's a good color. It's not my favorite color, and I don't really look good in it because I've got a lot of pink undertones in my skin. I would like to wear pink, but it just makes me look perpetually sunburned when I wear it, which is really sad. It's a good color. Do I dislike the color pink? No, I do not dislike the color. Does the color gray seem depressing? No, actually, I went through a gray phase recently, and a lot of the stuff that I tend to buy and tend to wear is gray. So I kind of like the color gray. It really goes with anything, It's not as harsh or deep as black, but it's not as white or, bright or clean as white. You can see all the white behind me here, which is great. But I've also got, like, grays all over my room that you can't see. Like the rugs on my floor, I've got a gray rug under my desk right now. And there's like a blue-gray rug over there, and then I've got another one that's kind of like a blue-grayish here. It's a good accent color. And then my, I'll show you this. Fuzzy slippers are gray, light gray and dark gray. And then this, which my cat likes to sleep on, I got this for a while. This is super soft. This is one of those chunky knit blankets. I've had this for years. That's a really dark, pretty stone gray. So no. Do you enjoy loud music? Not really. No, not really, no. I never really have. I mean, I'll have music turned up, but I can't stand it when people are like bumping down the street in their cars and all you're hearing is and it's just rattling the car windows. No, I do not enjoy loud music. I never really have, just sensitive hearing. Do you like to dance? Yeah, I like to dance. I shouldn't be seen in public dancing, but yes, I like to dance. Would you consider yourself normal? Define normal? No, I would not consider myself a normal person. No. I mean, acceptable, in society, sure, but normal? No. No. Do you love your parents? Yes. Yes, I do love my parents. I love my dad. I love my stepmom. I love my mother. I love all of them. Yes, I love my parents. Have you ever been lied to? Yes, I have been lied to. I can think of a few instances immediately off the top of my head where I've been lied to and the betrayal hurt deep. Yes, I've been lied to. Do you get angry often? I used to. I really used to. I had an anger management issue when I was a kid. Big one. Like, little stuff would set me off. But then I became one of those people where it's like, I would cry first and hide before I would become angry. And then when I became angry, all bets were off, because I'm one of those people that if you push far enough, we're not the type of person you want to make angry, but you have to really push us far to get to that point. I get irritated. Of course, we all get irritated, but as for like blow up angry, no, I'd have to say no, I don't get angry often. I also took anger management classes in college because of that. So it was bad as a kid, but as for now, no. No, I do not get angry often. On a daily basis, no, I actually don't get angry very often. I'm a pretty chill person, I think. Do you hold grudges? No. No, I don't. I will remember that someone slighted me. I will remember that someone hurt me, that someone betrayed me. I won't want to be around them. I won't really like them, but I will forgive them. Doesn't necessarily mean I have to have them back in my life. And if they want to try and make amends with it, then that's fine. They can try. If they don't, that's great. We part ways. But as for holding grudges and saying I perpetually hate this person for the rest of my life for what they did, no. Have you ever forgiven someone? Yeah, goes back to the previous question. I have forgiven people. Yeah. Have you ever lied? Yeah, I've lied. I'm alive. I'm human. I live. I have lied. I've lied as a kid to my parents about doing my homework. I've lied, probably lied at work, because, when you do something wrong, you don't want to fess up to it. But normally I'm really, a very truthful person. I try not to lie. But yeah, I have lied. I've lied about the stupidest shit. It's the dumbest shit. And I don't even know why I've lied about it. And I felt bad after doing it. And it would just haunt me for the longest time until I felt like I have done enough to make recompense to that person for lying to them. I don't like to do it, but I have lied before. I think we all have. We've all lied. So yes. Not about anything seriously or life ending or anything like that. No, I've never lied like that, but yeah, I've lied. Do you think flowers are more beautiful than trees? No, trees can be gorgeous. I went to North Carolina when I was 17. Pardon the shaky camera, Poco just jumped up off my desk. And there were just these beautiful dogwood trees that were in bloom at that point, and it was beautiful. I'm from the Sierra Nevada mountains, and up there's a place called Big Trees National Park. That's where you saw the big, huge sequoia with the car driving through from the 1920s. That's at the park that I grew up in. I've walked through that tree many, many times as a kid, and it's still absolutely amazing. And I have never seen a flower that can come close to standing next to a sequoia and looking straight up and not seeing the top of that tree. Dinosaurs would not look out of place there. And they're alive, and they're interconnected. They're like aspen groves. They're beautiful. So no, I do not think flowers are more beautiful than trees. I think both are beautiful in their own ways. But definitely, I don't think anything is ever going to compare to a giant sequoia. So no. Have you ever wanted to be an animal instead of a person? No. No. So I want to be a human that actually helps to save an animal rather than be an animal at the mercy of a human. So no. Do you believe you have psychic powers? No. I often joke that I'm slightly psychic because sometimes my intuition will be pretty good, and other times I'm completely off the map. I was told once by a psychic, though, and occasionally, every rare once in a while, I'll go to a psychic to get my tarot read or, my palm read or something, because it's really neat to see what they say, what their take on it is, how accurate they are, and just, it's just kind of neat, it's just neat. It's something obviously you take with a grain of salt. But I was told by one of them that I did when I was like a kid, that I did have some kind of psychic power. I could like talk to spirits or whatever, but I don't ever remember any of that. I mean, I had an invisible friend like everybody else did in their childhood, but I knew it was an invisible friend. Came out of my imagination. But do you believe you have psychic powers now? Aside from the random jokes of being right about some things, I think everybody has that intuition. No, I don't think I have any legit psychic powers. No. Have you ever seen a ghost? No. Heard one? Yes. Heard one, yes. I used to live in this little shack in the woods. We actually, my cousin and I called it the shed, and it was in Paso Robles, and it was up in the middle of nowhere. It was, I was at home alone, and I was in a phase where I had a Ouija board. Yes, I had a Ouija board. But there was something that had happened at that point in my life that had me trying to reach out to the spirit world to find someone, because I was so grief-stricken and devastated. I was looking for some kind of reason, justification, some kind of closure, something to make it all make sense, that I actually went as far as getting a Ouija board. So I was using it, and after asking if there was anybody here, I heard someone running across the ceiling over my head, and they were very fast footprints, just like footsteps. It was like bump, 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 bump. Almost like a child running through the attic. Now, we did have an attic in that place. It was very small. It was triangular, it was kind of like this. You would walk through this little door. There was up a set of stairs, but you could only stand fully upright in the middle of it. You couldn't go to either side. My room, for the triangle, right? My room was located like on this end. So you would have had to been a small child to run through there. And you couldn't really run through there because there was stuff that the previous owners had left up there. So it was packed full of things going along the side, leaving basically only the runway through the center clear, where you could walk from the door to the window at the other end. And I heard someone run right over my head. That would have been absolutely impossible. And I know we had 2 cats there, but this was not a cat. And I've lived with cats since I was 3 years old. This was not a cat. These were human footsteps. So I talked to my neighbor after that. I just asked out of curiosity, because again, I was in my supernatural ghost hunting phase sort of deal. And I asked them if they knew of anything, like any hauntings or whatever that went around the area. And my neighbor said, actually, yeah, there were stories about a local girl who fell down a local well and died. And whenever someone moves into the shed is basically just a house built on a slab that had no foundations, whatever. If anytime anyone moved in there, then she would come by to check them out. And it was a little girl. So it's like, huh. That's not that is like the creepiest one, I think, because I actually heard that and I was home by myself. After that, I went to the local New Age store. I bought some sage. I went around the house in the giant trampoline, just telling whatever spirits it was to get out, because again, I was in my phase, right? And then telling what spirits were allowed to stay and what, I didn't want anybody else in there. And then when my roommate came home, she's like, the house feels kind of light. What'd you do? And I'm like, nothing. And just went back to the computer. So that's probably it. The other thing I think would be when I was in Hollywood, I was down visiting a friend. I was staying by myself in this hotel, this skeevy hotel off of Hollywood Boulevard. And at about 3 o'clock in the morning, great piano hit right there, by the way, the television set turned on. Woke me up out of a dead sleep to just loud static. I was nowhere near the remote. The remote was actually sitting on top of the TV itself. The bed was on the other side of the room. The TV just turned itself on. I have no idea if there's a timer on those TVs or anything. But in my sleepy stupor, I had to get up and physically turn the TV off. It didn't turn back on since then, but that was incredibly weird. So have I ever seen a ghost? No. Heard one and perceived one, I want to go with yes. But seen? No. It was a long story, I know. Do you dream Do you dream often? Yes. Yeah, I dream every night. Don't remember them, but usually I dream every night. Do you have nightmares often? Yes. Yeah, I do. I have nightmares. They're usually about being chased by something, relentlessly chased by something that I can't get away from, and it's something life-threatening. So, yeah. Yeah, I have nightmares a lot. Do you suffer from anxiety attacks? No. No, I don't. Do you suffer from depression? Yes, I do. I'm taking an antidepressant, and it's actually working. Somewhat. Do you exercise often and stay active? I didn't before, but I do now because of roller skating. I roller skate at least 2 to 3 times a week, and for like, I don't know, like an hour, 2 hours at a time. So yeah, I'll exercise often and stay active. I'm also on my feet at work all the time because I work at a restaurant, so there's that. So yeah. Would you consider yourself emotionally wounded? I'm a Cancer. That is my sun sign. I am a Cancer. I am a very emotional person. And the one time that my doctor put me on Lexapro, it killed my emotions entirely, that the world looked and felt gray. Like I literally felt nothing, and it made me even more depressed. And it clued me in as to how connected to the world and to everybody else I actually am as far as perceiving, vibes and emotions and things like that, that when I didn't have that access, it freaked me out. I hated it. But emotionally wounded because I am that sensitive of a person, yeah, I've been emotionally wounded a lot. There was something that happened in my early 20s that emotionally wounded me for a decade. It took me a long time to get over that. Yeah, would you consider yourself emotionally wounded? Yes, I would. I would consider myself emotionally wounded. Have you ever felt betrayed? As mentioned before in many answers, yes, I have felt betrayed. Do you ever feel lost in life? Yes. Yeah. Yes, I do feel lost in life. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing from one day to another. Would you consider yourself a natural leader? No. No, I didn't as a kid. I don't now. Even when I have to take control of a situation, and I will, I'll have what I want to do. I will look for the opinions of others to help me make my decision. But would I consider myself a natural leader that people would just automatically flock to follow? No, I don't think I'm that kind of a person. I think it's possible I could be if I didn't care so much about what other people think. Not necessarily not take their opinions into account, but just not care that I'm always wrong and they're always right. And that's something else. I always feel like I'm always wrong about something. So if I could just let go of that, then maybe I could be a leader. But I don't know. As of right now, no. Do I consider myself a natural leader? No. If you could push a button and destroy the world, would you press it? No. I know we got a lot of problems, but dude, it's like, wait, is this button? If I push this, is the screen gonna blow up at me? Would you press it if I pushed yes? Is that gonna be the end of the game? Game closed, that's it, world's over. So I would say no. No, if I were given a button that would nuke the world, I wouldn't do it. No. I would not destroy the world. No. Do you sometimes dream of being a hero? I don't remember a dream where I was the hero. I remember being more of the responsible one in a dream, but I don't remember dreams of actually being the hero. I might have had them and just don't remember them. But I do daydream about being the hero. Do I sometimes dream of being a hero? I'll go with yes, because I have had them before. They're just rare. But yeah. Have you ever been bullied? Oh, yes. Let's go back to preschool. From preschool on up through college and even in the workplace, I have always been bullied. Yes. Have you ever bullied someone else? Like they bullied me? No. No, I mean, I've made fun of other people, of course. We all have. Again, I'm human, not perfect. And I'm not proud of making fun of those people because I know how it feels. But actually just bullying someone to the extent of the way that I was bullied? No, I have never bullied anyone like that. Would you consider yourself to be a dreamer? Yes, I would. I've dreamt up an entire world. I love world building. That's where I excel. I'm a shitty storyteller, but I am a great world builder. I'll admit to that. I would consider myself to be a dreamer wholeheartedly, yeah. Do you sometimes hurt people's feelings unintentionally? Yes. I don't want to. I hate making people angry and upset. But sometimes you say stuff or do stuff that you don't realize hurts someone else until they tell you. And then you just feel like a shoe. Or heel, or however that expression is. Screw it. You feel like a shoe. Yeah, I've hurt people's feelings unintentionally. And if I've hurt anyone who's watching, if I've hurt your feelings unintentionally, I'm sorry. It was unintentional. Do you find space fascinating? Oh, hell yeah! Look at this. Look at this. Star Wars? Okay, and yeah, Millennium Falcon. And you can't see it, but over there I've got a baby Yoda. There's Han Solo. I love space. I wanted to go to space camp when I was a kid, but me and math, we just, yeah, me and math don't have the best relationship. So I could never survive in space camp, although I really wanted to go. And I was jealous of my cousin Nelson, who got to go to space camp. I was so jealous. But I'm not smart. I think I'm above average intelligence, like I said before, but I'm not smart enough for space camp. It is like, it's a dying wish of mine to be able to go into a zero-G sphere. Those would be freaking awesome. To experience zero-G would be amazing. And to go to space. I want to go to space. At least once. Once in my life, I want to go to space. Even if I'm an old woman, I want to go to space. I want to look down on the earth and I want to see home. And I want to be like, this is amazing. And then I want to look out and be like, there's so much of this that's out there that we could explore, and I want to go see it. Even though I'm a coward, I still want to be a coward that explores space. If reincarnation is a thing, and I want to believe that it is, because once again, I don't want me to end, I want to come back in a time where space travel is common. Where I could just go explore the system. I can go explore other different star systems. I can go explore the galaxy. We would have warp drive. We would have hyperdrive technology. I don't know, maybe we could harness the power of black holes and white holes, you know, that whole thing. It'd be really, really cool. Yes, I find space absolutely fascinating. It's also terrifying to think about dying in space at the same time. I want to go. I want to go to space. I want to go to space so bad. Yes. Do you consider yourself to be an artist? Yes. I've written 2 novels, one of which was published. It wasn't the best relationship with my publisher, but one of which was published. The second one I've finished, and I'm in first drafts. So yeah, also I'm a singer. I can sing almost anything that you give me. Almost. And I can't even guarantee it's going to be good. But yeah. I can't draw worth shit, though. But yes, I consider myself to be an artist. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? I really should text my my friends that have texted me, but I like to think that I'm a good friend. I like to think that I'm a good friend. But we're answering these questions 100% honestly, and to be very honest with you, I am a terrible friend. I am horrible at keeping in contact with people. That's where it falls short. I love my friends. I have very few of them, but I love my friends. But as for being a good friend, I don't think I'm a good friend. I'm really sorry. So all my friends, I love you. I really do. I don't think I'm a good friend. So would I consider myself a good friend? No. Would you consider yourself to be flawed? Oh, hell yes. Oh, hell yes. Look at this face. Look at this. Look at this face. This is awful. My room I have terrible sense of decor. Yeah, my brain will often have many hiccups in the middle of sentences, and I don't know if that's related to untreated ADHD, where I'll be in the middle of one topic and I will switch to another and then switch to another and switch to another. And so my sentences will have breaks. I've got a lot of filler words like and the. I'll be on one train and just completely lose it. I do have flaws. Do you believe in perfection? No, nothing is perfect. In fact, things that are perfect really are not that beautiful. It's the things that have the little flaws to them, the things that you can see the imperfections in them that make them beautiful, because everything is different, everyone is different, nothing is perfectly symmetrical, and if it is generated. It is not real. So, do you believe in perfection? No. No. Have you ever stolen from someone? Yeah, I've stolen. Not proud of it. I mean, nothing like jail worthy or like petty theft or anything like that, but have I stolen something from someone? Yeah. Won't get into what it was, but I have stolen from someone. Would you ever kill someone under any circumstances? Under any circumstances. I don't want to be responsible for taking the life of someone else. Even if they've taken the life of another. I don't want to be that person. I can't. Would I ever kill someone under any circumstances? You know what? The scenario, again, coming up with scenarios. The scenario I'd say to answer yes to this would be if I were being personally attacked, or someone I love was being personally attacked. And in order to keep myself alive, I would attack them back. If it were down to it, if I had that kind of a weapon, and if I could, to protect myself, to protect someone else, and if the other person just would not stop, they just wouldn't take the hint and just quit and just back off and just not do the stupid thing. Yeah. If it came out to self-defense, murder and self-defense, I don't want to do it. I would never want to do it. Ever want to do it. Ever. But if it came down to someone attacking me, maybe, in the horrible fashion, I won't mention the word, but you can all probably think about it, considering I'm a woman, and even some men. Yeah, I would. If you had one day to live, would you tell anyone? I wasn't expecting these questions to get this deep. No. If I had one day left to live, would I tell anyone? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to burden my family with that. I wouldn't want to burden my mom, my dad, my stepmom, my brother, my sister, my grandma, no one. I wouldn't want to burden my friends with knowing that, today would be the very last day I would be alive on Earth. No, I don't want them. I don't want that to be their last thought of me. To be that fear of oh no, at the end of where the clock strikes 12, she's going to go down. No, I don't want them dreading that moment. I want them to just, to be happy and just not have that. So no, if I had one day left to live, or if I had one day to live, you can't really do anything in one day either. You can, I don't know, try to, tell everyone that you love them. Maybe that's all you can do. Maybe have a phone call with someone you haven't talked to in a long time. No, I would not tell anyone. Have you ever told your darkest secrets to someone? Probably. Yeah. I think I've told my darkest secrets to someone. Not going to go any further into that, but yeah. Do you trust me even though you know nothing about me? No, you're wearing a plague doctor mask. I can only see the whites of your eyes. I don't trust you at all. Oh, hell no, I don't trust you at all. Do you know who I am? No! Again, witchy plague doctor mask person, whites of eyes person. No, I don't know who you are. If I appeared behind you right now, would you scream? Probably. But you're not real. But if you appeared behind me right now, would I scream? I would be shocked. So probably yes, and then I might punch you. But yes. If I told you that I've been behind you this whole time, would that scare you? No, because you're not, because I'm looking at the camera right here. I'm looking at it right here, and there's no one behind me. Like, the cat's not even here. She's gone. Poco left. She couldn't stand me. So no, if I told you I've been behind you this entire time, would that scare you? No, I would not. Would you consider yourself to be empathetic? Yes. I actually would consider myself to be empathetic. Empathic? Maybe to a small degree. But majority of the time, yeah. Would you consider yourself to be a romantic? Kind of. I mean, I don't have the opportunity to be romantic. Maybe a little. Like, I'm not in love with love, that whole sort of thing. Like, I don't go out looking for romantic comedies or something like that. But would I consider myself to be romantic? Yeah. I think in a way I would consider myself to be romantic. Have you ever been in a physical fight? Yes, actually I have. Not where, you know, people have surrounded you chanting fight, fight, fight. Fight, 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 fight! I haven't been in one of those fights. I have, however, busted someone's lip open and then walked away. No, I haven't been in a physical fight like that. I was in Taekwondo, and those don't count because you're in training. So I want to say no. Like a physical fight where it was mano a mano, like me versus them, like 2 hits, me hitting you, you hitting the ground. No, I haven't been in one of those. Are you prone to headaches or migraines? Yeah, actually, I kind of am. I am a little prone to headaches and migraines. Do you look at the ground when you walk? You know, pennies are on the ground, and you find money on the ground. But no, for the majority of the time, no, I don't. I mean, I obviously don't want to trip over something. I found money on the ground. It's pretty cool. But no, most of the time, no, I'll look up or I'll look ahead of me. I won't look at the ground. No. Are you attracted to the opposite sex? Yes, I am. I'm a demi-heteroromantic ace. So even though I am attracted to the opposite sex, it takes a lot for me to actually fall in love with someone. Like a lot. I have to have an emotional connection with that person first, and if love comes out of that, then that's something else entirely. If that happens, it happens. It's rare that that actually happens. Yes. Would you ever shave your head? Yeah, actually I would. I would shave my head. And here's another scenario. If someone that I loved were diagnosed with cancer and they lost all of their hair through chemo, I would be one of those people that would take a razor to my head and shave my head in solidarity, because my hair will grow back. Hair is, it's just hair. It will, most of the time it will grow back. Usually it will grow back. And it might be kind of funny when it does, and be wearing hats for a little bit, but in that case, no, I would shave my head, yes. Are you attracted to muscular bodies? Like, are we talking about like beef sticks? Cause no, I don't. Like, I like somebody to look like they take care of themselves, you know, or they kind of look like, you know, they got some strength to them. But if we're talking about like tanks or meat mountains or like bodybuilders, no, that's actually, no, it's gross. It's kind of gross. I am not attracted to muscular bodies. Also, I look at like a really muscular man, and one of the first things I think about is he can overpower me like that. I will lose all control. And I will be helpless if they decided they wanted to have their way with me. So no. Are you attracted to muscular bodies? No. Do you ever dance when no one's looking? All the time. Do you trust your best friend entirely? I do, but I'm not entirely sure which person is my best friend. You know, I have friends, and I love them all. But as to which one is my best friend, you know, I really don't know. I don't think I could put a label on that. I can have like multiple best friends, or the one I've had people I've been friends with for years that we'll get back together and it's like no time has passed at all. But as like a best friend, one person to hold that title. I would trust my best friend, but best friend needs to be changed to my friends, because it does take a lot for me to say you are my friend. So I would say yes. Do you remember your childhood extremely well? Not extremely well, so I want to go with no. There's a lot of stuff I probably blacked out. There are actually some years that I don't remember at all. No, I don't remember my childhood extremely well. It's bits and pieces. Would you rob a bank if you can get away with it? Okay, are there any police watching? This is a hypothetical. If I had the ability of like the movie Jumper.
I'm gonna need a bigger bag.
Where you could just like jump into a bank vault, take whatever you want, and jump back out. No one could see you. Then I would probably rob a bank that way. Not gonna lie, I would try that a couple of times to do it if I could do that. I would try that. I would probably feel really bad just because I'm that kind of a person afterward. I'd probably put the majority of it back. But would you rob a bank if you can get away with it? Yes. Hypothetically, yes, I would rob a bank if I can get away with it. No guns, though. No one at gunpoint. The only way I would do that would be, again, through the jumper process of just being able to transport from one location inside the vault and then out. No one gets hurt. No one sees me. No guns involved. No violence. No trauma. That's the only way I would do it. Do you ever dream about running from a killer? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've had dreams like that since I was a little kid. They're the nightmares that are usually repeating themselves. Do you ever dream about falling off a cliff? Surprisingly not as much as you think I would. So, I said, do I ever dream about falling off a cliff? I don't remember the last one I had about falling off a cliff, so I'd say no. Do you ever dream about being naked in public? Why do you want to know? Why do you want to know about this? Yeah, I have dreamt about being naked in public before. Like, who hasn't? It's a vulnerability dream. It's a very common dream, yes. Do you enjoy scary movies or books? No, I don't. I do not enjoy scary movies. I don't like being scared. I don't like scary books. I don't like scary movies. I will not actively go seek them out. The only horror items I will let myself be subjected to are horror Let's Plays. That's it. I can't even play the horror games myself. And you'll notice I stopped doing that on my channel too. I can't do it. I hate being scared. I'm too much of a, again, not brave. I'm a coward. Do you enjoy scary movies? No, I do not. Do you enjoy comedic television shows or movies? Yes, I do. Do you like being the center of attention? Oddly, for being an introvert, yes, I actually do like being the center of attention. Do you feel like something is always watching you? Why? Again, back to the question one more. Why? You, the question, it, why? Back to why? Why? Do you feel like someone is always watching you? No, I don't feel like someone's always watching me. It's you. You're the one doing that. You and your beady little eyes. No. Hi, Poco. She's over there. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to go to space? You've asked me this before. Yes. I have always wondered what it would be like to go to space. Have you ever had an out-of-body experience? Not that I remember. I did have one really weird lucid dream once, but it was a lucid dream, and I don't want to count that as an out-of-body experience. The way that I would perceive an out-of-body experience would be is if I were standing beside myself going, oh, hey, look at that, that happened. In that case, no, I've never had an out-of-body experience. Eaten some really good chocolate, yes, but that doesn't count. Out-of-body experience, no. I would like to have one. I don't want to go through the trauma of getting there, but I would like to have an out-of-body experience. Have you ever punched a nun? Excuse me. Why? Why is this a question? Have I ever punched a nun? No, I have not punched a nun. But you know, now I'm actually thinking about it. I wouldn't actively do it, but now I'm thinking about punching a nun. No. You like dogs better than cats? No. I like cats more than dogs, but I like dogs. Don't get me wrong, I like dogs. Dogs are great. But I am more of a cat person. Do you prefer to read more than you prefer to watch movies? Actually, even though I wrote a novel, 2 novels, multiple fan fictions, and many stories, I don't actually prefer to read more than watching movies. Because the way that I write is like I see the movie in my head and then I try to transcribe it into words. And that's why it takes me so damn long to do anything. So no, I actually prefer to watch. I love me a good movie. I prefer to watch movies more than read. All right, are you still wondering why I asked you if you've ever punched a nun? Yeah, I am. Like, are you trying to find justification for something that you did? Have you punched a nun? Have you punched a nun? Yes, I actually have. Do you get starstruck easily? No, I did. But I've worked in the entertainment industry for long enough. I worked at a studio for 7 years. I've seen multiple celebrities come in and out of it. No, I don't. Do you hate going to big parties and social gatherings? I kind of do. Yeah, I'm not a party or big social gathering person. Don't hate them, but I don't actively go to them. Like, I don't like going to them. So, yeah. Is your favorite part of your birthday receiving presents? You know what it used to be when I was a kid? But now it's the fact that I even have a party. The presents were kind of the best part because my parents are divorced. So I would get 2 of everything. I had 2 birthdays, 2 Christmases, 2 Easters. I mean, it was like, I was set. My parents divorced when I was like 3 or something like that. So I was too young to really feel the ramifications of a divorce. So to me, it just turned out that I got 2 of everything. But it used to be presents. But now, no, it's not presents. Now it's seeing my friends, seeing my family, spending that time with them. And maybe presents. But they're not at the top anymore. So no. Seriously though, have you ever punched a nun? Why? Like really just bam, right in the face. Nun punch. Nun punch man. No, I have seriously never punched a nun. I have never been to parochial school. I've never been mad enough at a nun to want to punch a nun. No, I haven't. Are you okay? Do you need an adult? Oh. Did you laugh? Yes. You just say what the fuck in your head or even aloud. I don't think I said it aloud, but I definitely said it in my head. Are you now eager to somehow get the opportunity to punch a nun sometime soon? Kind of. Yeah, I kind of am eager to get the opportunity to punch a nun. Whether I take it or not is subjective. Yes. Is there a hell do you think you're going to? Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a hell I think I'm going to. I've done enough. I've done some pretty dumb stuff in my life. Then again, I'm human and hopefully God is forgiving. There's a God out there. If I'm a hell, do I think I'm going to it? I don't want to go to it. I really don't want to go to it. But I think I might be. Yeah. Do you enjoy fantasy fiction games? Yeah, I do, actually. Do you masturbate frequently? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Are you wondering what constitutes frequently? Well, if you're meaning, like, multiple times a day. No, well, no, actually. Are you wondering what constitutes frequently? Yeah, actually. Are you more than slightly uncomfortable right now? No. It's a perfectly normal human thing to do. Actually, if you don't masturbate, I'm concerned about you. Really, seek some help. Is your mouth dry? Yeah, but only because I've been drinking coffee and I should have been drinking water because I'm a dumbass. No. Does profanity make you uncomfortable? Oh, fuck no. Do you believe in legendary beasts such as the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot? I like to believe that they're real, but that's kind of like the cryptid thing. No, I don't believe that they're out there. Like 100% swear on a Bible believe that the Loch Ness Monster exists. No. It's a cool concept. It'd be really neat if they did. But no. Are you poor? Are you poor with money management? Am I poor? Yes. Am I poor with money management? Considering I dropped a cool $100 on a couple of crystals last week. More than these, but look, this is just really cool, okay? This looks like the crystal shard from the Dark Crystal, all right? And this is just a really cool piece of amethyst, polished amethyst. It's really neat. And I have a massive crystal collection, well, small one. Are you poor with money management? It's still considered small potatoes in spending compared to what other people do. And I'm still able to pay all my bills and stuff like that. So I'd have to say I'm bad at it, but not poor with money management. I'd have to say no. I do have a savings, so I'd say no. Do you enjoy solving mathematical puzzles? What, like Sudoku? No, I suck at those. Are you kidding me? Like I said, me and math don't get along. We're enemies. Lifelong enemies. Do you speak more than one language fluently? No, I tried. I took Japanese in college, and I took French in high school, and I don't remember barely any of it. I really got to get back into Japanese, though. It was an interesting language to learn. No, I don't speak more than one language fluently. I speak a couple languages in pieces. No. Have you ever visited a country other than your own? No. I'd like to visit Canada someday, but no. Do you enjoy coffee? No, I don't enjoy coffee at all. What makes you think that? I hate coffee. Coffee's terrible. Don't drink it. Never drink it. Never had a cup of coffee in my life. Do you believe in demons? No. Do you believe in angels? No. Are you afraid of sharks? Yes, like I said, my first nightmare was about being eaten by a shark. So yes, I'm afraid of sharks. Do you prefer baths over showers? Bath is nice. I mean, you just drop a bath bomb in there and you just soak in the fizzle for a little bit. It's kind of nice and relaxing, but no, I actually like showers because you're sitting in the bath, you just kind of, you get cold, then you get pruny, and baths are nice, but I do like me a good bath, but do I prefer it? No. No, I prefer showers, actually. Does the smell of perfume or cologne give you headaches? No. Only Adidas, because one of my ex-boyfriends used to wear that, and I hate him. Forgave him, but I hate him. So no. Did you see that shadow? She's over there. That doesn't count. Poco's over there. Did you ever hear your name being called even when you know no one is calling it? Yeah, actually I have. I get, I'm like a lot of people, I have auditory hallucinations. Usually when I go to bed and I'm like drifting off to sleep, my brain's just going to be like, hey, you're going to hear this now. Yeah, I have heard my name being called when no one's calling it. Do things in your home often go missing and then reappear later? Yeah, because I have ADHD, and very often I will set something down and forget where I put it. Like yesterday, I set a pair of socks on top of a pair of my shoes in the closet, and then spent the next 5 minutes scouring my room looking for said pair of socks because I forgot where I put them. So yes, but it's always my fault. Do you ever hear footsteps around you when you're alone? No. The cat doesn't count. No. Do you ever hear random knocking noises around you? This happens when you live in an apartment environment. When you live around people that don't understand the nature of multifamily homes and live like they live in a single family unit. So no. Random knocking noises around you that aren't neighbor involved. No. Do you often look at the same time on the clock every day? Oh, yeah, I work and I want to go home. Have you ever felt your feet being grabbed at night while sleeping? No, thank God. Do you have any pets? Yes. Yes, I have one little boober, and she's looking at me like I'm crazy. I mean, you can't blame her. She's a rescue. I rescued her from the shelter. She was free, and I love her. So yes, we do have pets. Is your favorite color green? You know, as much as I like to wear blue, and as much as I like gray, I actually like green. You know, my favorite color actually is green. I really do like the color green. When I was a little kid, my brother and I, we painted our bedroom, for some reason, green. I don't know why, but we painted it green. Yeah. You know, when it comes down to it, green, I don't wear a lot of it, but green would be my favorite color. Yeah. Are you attracted to a family member? Like, are you thinking incest attracted, or I'm gonna go with no? If you won the lottery, would you share the money with anyone? Oh, yes. Oh, hell yes. I have a list of people I would share the money with. If you could be the dictator of your own country, would you accept the role? Yeah. I would. I mean, well, I wouldn't be a dictator, though. That's the thing, is this has a really negative connotation to it. If I could be the dictator of my own country, would I accept the role? Yeah, and then I would probably be killed by someone else who'd run the country worse than me. Because I don't know, I'd be a nice dictator. But if you wanted to be like, to circle around that, yeah, I would be a nice dictator. Do you ever wonder what it would be like to be in prison? No. No, I mean, we've all imagined it, but no, I've never wondered what it would be like, no. Do you like fishing? Nah, too boring. I have no patience for that. Do you like hunting? No, I don't like hurting animals. Do you like camping? Not really, not my thing. Do you like guns? No, I'm actually very anti-gun. Unless you are living out in the middle of nowhere and you have to have a gun to protect your family and your livestock, and it is a necessity for where you live, then you can have it, that's fine. But if you're just gonna be like some random Joe down the street buying a firearm because you want one, no. No. Gun enthusiasts, I don't get you. I don't get you at all. You can collect the gun but have no bullets. And I understand, like, you know, keeping guns for historical reasons and things like that, but no, I don't like guns. Are you getting tired of answering questions? Nah, keep them going. Would you consider yourself to be kinky? No, I wouldn't. Eyes are the window to the soul. Do you agree? Yeah, I kind of do. Yeah, because you can tell a lot from looking into a man's eyes. Do you always keep your promises? No, I wish I did. No. No. Would you ever completely trust someone who's lied to you? No. I would not completely trust them. I would forgive them, give them the benefit of the doubt, but anything that they told me, I would instantly question. No, I wouldn't completely trust someone who's lied to me. Are you an only child? Nah, no, I fought for everything I had. Wow, that was fun. Do you ever enjoy being drunk? No, I never have. I've had my days where I've just been completely drunk, but I never have. I don't like the way it makes me feel. I don't like the way alcohol tastes. No, I've never enjoyed being drunk. I don't like it. Do you like tattoos? No. I appreciate art. But no, I actually don't like tattoos. Sometimes they just look really dirty. And I don't know, there's the person that's wearing them, I'm sure they're a really nice person and everything. I don't like the tattoos. No, I don't like tattoos. Art can be really nice. The art can be really amazing. And tattoo artists have to have amazing skills to put something that permanent on someone's body and make it look good. So, but the tattoos themselves, no. Do you enjoy being high in any form? No, I've had a contact high in college and I didn't like it. It made me paranoid as hell. Do you believe you have a soul? Yes, that's what I don't want to end when I die. I do believe I have a soul. Did you cry this week? I did, but it was over something absolutely romantic, and it was the other day, and it was a good cry. But, yeah, I did cry this week. Are you upset with someone right now? No, not that I can think of off the top of my head, no. Disney? I'm upset with Disney for what they did with the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. I'm upset with them, but they're not a someone, they're a corporation. So no. Is there someone you're not being completely honest with daily? No, I'm not actually. Do you understand how this works yet? Kind of, actually. Kind of, maybe, no. Sorry, not a clue, no. If you answer the questions twice, your truths may change. It's not just about answering the questions. It's about the time you spend answering them, the combination you answer them in. It's about many different variables you'd never guess. Do you understand? No. I'm an idiot. I said above average intelligence and I might have been lying. Kind of, actually, if I look at this subjectively. I get that, like, to get to a certain answer about the many different variables to it, you know, you'd have to analyze yourself to get to the answer you reach. That part I understand, but if there's something else to it, no. Sorry. Clueless idiot here. Are you wondering if the end of the test is coming soon based on the previous question you just answered? Yeah? If I were to tell you that this entire process was planted here for you, specifically you, to learn something about yourself and anyone else that bothers using this is just a byproduct of its intention, would you believe that? I read that weird. If I were to tell you that this entire process was planted here for you, specifically you, to learn something about yourself and anyone else that bothers using this is just a byproduct of its intention, would you believe that? No, because I heard about this game from another YouTuber and I went and found it. So no, which means I am the byproduct of them. Wow, that's creepy. That didn't need to hit right there. Seriously. No. Are you afraid of being abandoned? Yeah. Yeah, I am. Part of my dream last night was actually being abandoned, and I was so frustrated I was screaming and throwing a tantrum because I was alone and nobody was listening to me, and it was like I just didn't exist anymore. Yeah, am I afraid of being abandoned? Yeah. Are you afraid of dying alone? Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to die alone. I don't know of anyone who does. Do you worry that one day you'll be unexpectedly murdered? Kind of? mean, it's not something that just permeates my daily thoughts, but, you know, I do live in a city. Do I worry one day that you'll be unexpectedly murdered? Yeah, I do worry about that. Are you always on guard, waiting to fend off an attack? No, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. I keep my eyes open, obviously, but I'm not on guard, waiting to fend off an attack. No. Do you feel like I know you yet? I kind of do, but I know nothing about you. Have you heard any strange noises while answering these questions? Just the soundtrack? Honestly? No. I think we have enough information about you. You data mining me? Am I gonna have to, like, change my credit card information after this or something? Whether you skipped questions, answered honestly or dishonestly, took loads of time to respond, or answered quickly without reading or understanding properly, I've been able to tell... Yes? I'm calculating your results. I'm analyzing you very carefully. I'm judging you. I'm judging you. I'm judging you in that plague doctor mask. Based on what you've told me, this is what I can conclude. All right, cue reality show commercial time. Now we'll get to the answer. People would do real well to start taking you a bit more seriously and listening to you a lot more often. Huh. Your intelligence is incredibly underrated, even by your own standards. If a zombie apocalypse were to ever occur, you'd be everyone's best friend because their relationship with you wouldn't be an option. It would simply be a necessity to survive. Wow. I was always told in the zombie apocalypse I'd be the first to go. Wow. Does that mean they'd protect me or something? You have so much to offer to this world and those around you, but you absolutely must make your talents and knowledge readily available. People are too afraid to ask you for your opinion oftentimes. Even when they do, they're afraid of your truths. I have a twitchy eye now and I don't know why. Why? Oh, wow. Even when they do, they're afraid of your truths. Okay. You're not like others. You're special. Not everyone is going to cut it in this life, and that's an unfortunate fact. But you, now you, on the other hand, are going to thrive no matter what happens. You've got what it takes to take any project to the next level, whether it's working on your own or as part of a team. You're underrated, you're underappreciated, and you're often misunderstood. This comes up in my dreams a lot. What the hell? Stop. Just, whoa. It's not fair, but life isn't fair, and it never will be. Life will always be what you make it, and you've got some insane amounts of potential. Well, ultimately, it's still up to you what you do with it. That's true. One thing I will say, however, is that you need to snap out of the false reality that you tend to live in sometimes. Hey! It's called being a writer. Like I said, I'm a world builder. But somehow I don't think that's what you're talking about. The world you've managed to escape to in your head, while much better than the world around you, is not going to get you anywhere in life. This is scary. They just called me out so hard on this. Like, I've known that. I've known that I just cut myself off really from the world because it's freaky. It really is. It's scary as hell when you're in it alone and you're battling everything alone and you don't know what's going to happen, and the risk of failure is just paramount. Wow. Don't live in fear, I think, is what this is saying. Don't live in fear. And I do. My life is actually controlled a lot by fear because I am alone in a lot of what I do. I have friends, but ultimately, you know, they like me, but I never see them. I don't see my family, and pretty much I'm just alone. I have work. Actions are what make things happen. Actions will take you to the Actions will take you to the next level, not just sitting in your head all day long. Let this be the swift kick in the ass you need to be productive and take things to the next level. Don't waste any more time. Just kick ass. I like you. You know, it actually took me a lot of willpower and strength to even start recording this video after so long. I just didn't want to do it. I just thought, why? And that's part of the depression kicking in too. It's just calling me out. This witch, wizard, plague mask, beady eye doctor lady. She's just calling me. They're just calling me out. Your secret word is order. Remember this word. This will come in handy. Okay. I did not expect it to get that deep. Take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in a comment for us. We will be selecting some of you based on your answers to be included in a future project we're currently working on. Huh. Don't be afraid. This is an opportunity for you to be a part of history. This is a chance for you to be a part of something greater. Be sure to note your secret word in your comments. If you do not wish to be part of an upcoming project, simply leave your secret word out of your comments and we will not select your name. We appreciate any and all comments you leave and we always read them thoroughly. Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions. I know they've been of some help to you, and if they aren't yet, it will all make sense very soon. Trust me on that. Well, that's not ominous at all. Thank you, piano hit. You just proved my point. Wow, I really did not think that would get that deep at the end, or that I would be called out so hard. Like, wow. Oh, man. I don't know what to say to that. This basically, wow. It's kind of true. I didn't expect to get a serious therapy lesson out of this. I expected to answer some questions that were probably going to lead to something funny or something horror, because there was a lot of, is there someone behind you? And I'm looking at the camera right now and there's still no one behind me. And wow. So that's it. I'll leave this video right here. Thank you so much, you guys. I loved being back with you. It's been a long time. I will try to kick myself in the ass to be more a part of the world instead of just being stuck in my head. Even though I am writing a novel, and that does require you to be stuck in your own head writing a different story, what they're talking about is different, and I know what they're talking about, and it hurts to have that thrown in my face. I'll leave a link to the game in the description down below, and you guys play it for yourself. See what answer you come up with. See if there's different endings to this. I don't know if there are different endings to the answers that you give or not. If there are, please let me know what you got in the comments. I'm really interested to hear from you guys about that. All right. I'll see you guys next time. You guys have a great day and great week. And next time I see you, kick ass. Take care, guys. Love you. Bye.